Installing a Micro Swiss FlowTech Hotend on Creality K1 and K1 Max printer with an original Hotend design. Remove the flat-headed side screws holding the fan shroud. On the K1 Max, you will need to unplug the LiDAR sensor and remove the two screws holding the LiDAR sensor to its mount. Remove the shroud and unplug the connector. Remove the sock. It can be difficult to remove. I use the Allen wrench to help remove the silicone sock. Remove the two screws on the underside of the Hotend. There is one on each side. Set these screws aside. They will not be needed on the new Hotend. Unplug the thermistor and heater. These have an adhesive holding them in place. Rock the connector to loosen the adhesive to remove the plugs. Use the 2.5mm Allen wrench to loosen the set screw on the back of the heat sink near the base. The Hotend is now loose and can be removed by pulling down lightly on the Hotend. Grab the hardware pack and get out the copper piece. Put the copper piece into the heat sink, holding it snug against the heat sink. Now, tighten the rear set screw. Make sure it is snug. Do not over-tighten. Grab the two remaining screws in the pack. Hand start one of the two screws in the holes where you removed the long black screws. Now get the new heater block. The ears will be on top and the wires need to on the back side. Tilt the heater block at an angle between the two screws as you align the other screw in the empty hole. The ears will rest on the smooth shoulder on the screws. Grabbing the Allen wrench, start the other screw and tighten. Then tighten the first screw. The heater block will be loose. This is normal. Plug in the two connectors. They can be tedious to install. Grab the Micro Swiss nozzle and screw it into the new heater block. You will need to tighten it more than finger tight. The photo shows the hand tool I put together to tighten the nozzle. Install the new sock. Now it's time to plug the shroud back in and reinstall the screws. On the K1 Max, I leave off the left flathead screw. Otherwise, you will need to remove the LiDAR sensor every time you need to remove the shroud. Once you reinstall the right screw on the K1 Max, reinstall the LiDAR sensor and plug back in. You are done. Turn your machine on and start printing.